Hi, I'm Mark and Mark.
And this is Richard.
And this is this week's music review.
Okay, welcome to this week's MWP music review, where we talk about the new music from New Music Friday, which has just gone. Okay, so joining me as ever is Rich. Say hello.
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 And on this week's show, we got new music from Clean Bandit, London Grammar, BTS, The Killers, and many more. We've also got the latest music gossip as well. Right, so let's make a start with this first one. It's called Heady One, featuring AJ Trace, featuring Stormys. Stormys? What's he? Stormys? No.
Stormys? Storm? I don't know.
You know, the
I haven't
rapper.
looked. I didn't read that.
The rapper.
Far.
What's he called?
Stormzy. What were you saying?
Stop the Stormzy or something.
Stormzy.
Oh dear.
Stormzy,
Yeah, I'll get the names right one day. The track is called Ain't It Different. What did you think?
Yeah, I liked it. I like the beat. I like the vocals. And it is so it heavily samples a Red Hot Chili Peppers tune.
That was it. I was going to ask you. I could hear it in the background. What is that?
And it's Pretty Little Ditty, which is like an instrumental thing they did on, I'm going to say Mother's Milk, I think, the album. And so it was nice. I've only heard that being sampled once on another years and years ago, like kind of indie band or something like that. So it's actually really kind of nice to hear. So I really liked it. I gave it a 3.5.
Okay, yeah. I just put basically the riff. It reminds me of another song, and obviously now you've put me out my misery. So yeah. I mean, it was an okay song. For me, take it or leave it. It was a 2.5 for me. Right, next one is Clean Bandit. Love Clean Bandit, featuring Mabel, featuring 24K Golden, and the track is called TikTok. Love this track. I think it's London Grammar. Sorry, not London Grammar. Clean Bandit back to their best. I love the arrangement. I love all the violins they have all in their songs. The vocals. I thought it was a really catchy track, and really enjoyed it. I give it a 5.
Okay, yeah, I enjoyed it. Yeah, cool tune. I like the chorus. I like the vocals. I got the kind of summer vibe from it. And I gave it a 3. So.
Okay. Next one is London Grammar, and the track is called Baby It's You. What do you think?
Liked it. Very atmospheric kind of beginning to it. Some cool sounds. Like the chord progression in it, and I'm trying to think what else I've written here. But
do you like London Grammar?
From this track, yeah, I gave it a 3. I can't recall listening to any of their other stuff. Although if I heard it, I might recognize it. But yeah, I like this one. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, she's got just very distinctive voice, hasn't she? It's quite deep.
Yes,
yeah. I mean, I love their stuff. I more or less liked everything they brought out, and this didn't disappoint either. And really enjoyed this track. 4.5 for me on this one. Okay, Pharrell Williams featuring Jay-Z, and the track is called Entrepreneur. I was disappointed.
Did you not like it?
No, I mean, I have to say everything Pharrell seems to have brought out. I remember when he did Get Lucky.
Yep.
And then he did that other massive hit, Happy, didn't he? And Marilyn Monroe and all that, and that album. I loved all of it. And
that was a good album.
Yeah, it was.
Really good album.
It was a good album, yeah. And I liked all his stuff. And then obviously this one he's brought out, I didn't like it. I thought it's not his best for me. So I just gave it a 2.5.
I get exactly the same, 2.5. I thought it was quite smooth, soulful. I like the beat on it. yeah, but, you know, just a 2.5. It was all
Yeah.
right.
Okay, next group is, do you know this group, Rich? BTS?
Yeah, we've reviewed some of their stuff before, haven't we?
Massive
I
K-pop
believe.
band.
Yeah, and I think I remember researching them a little bit before. Yeah, they're a South Korea boy band, aren't they? And what did you think of this tune?
Me, well, BTS, I think I'm right in saying this are the biggest boy band in the world now. And then when we talk about later in the news, music gossip, there's a few stats that just come up.
Yeah, I think we've talked about them in news clips before, haven't we? That
Mm,
they've come up as
mm,
something. But
yeah, I love this track, pop track, great feel track. I really like BTS. I mean, to be honest, I didn't know anything about BTS until I saw them on the Jimmy Fallon show, either last year or the year before, and they followed them for the day, and they did this song, and I thought, I can see why they're massive, because they're young lads. They're doing all these amazing dance routines, you know, like Michael Jackson, all 7 of them, isn't there? And then BBC One then did a documentary where they followed them from home to see all the work they put in. I mean, it's just unbelievable. So
yeah.
So I really got into them after that, and I really enjoyed this track as well. So I'll give this one a 4.5.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I've not really heard much about them other than from what we've talked about over the last 4 months or however long we've been doing this. Yeah, so I thought this was a cool tune. I gave it a 2.5, but I thought it was a cool song, dance pop, catchy. So you know, you can't go wrong with it, really.
No. What score? Sorry?
2.5, just straight down the middle, right?
Okay. Right. The Killers are back again for another week. I think this is the 3rd week in the run. The track's called Blowback. What do you think?
Oh man, I'm not a fan of the Killers, really. It's not my cup of tea. Yeah, I didn't really have much to say about this track, really. I've given it a 1, just because I kind of switch off every time they come on, really. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. So, I mean, it could be, you know, I think if you're a Killers fan, it's probably a great song. You know, their songwriting is, you know, you can't beat their songwriting. Like they've had some massive hits, and they're really catchy. But they're not for me.
Not your cup of tea.
Not my cup of tea.
No. I think it's the best they've done so far this year.
Right, yeah.
At last. I love I really like the ending to the track. I really like that part. And it's definitely the best one they've done so far this year, but it's still nowhere near as good as the stuff they did a year or so ago. Because of the ending, I gave it a 3. That just boosted up at the end, but otherwise, without that, it would have been a 2 or 2.5.
Yeah, I think thinking back of the tunes that we've reviewed over the last couple of months of theirs, I probably have given it a higher score than 1. It's just with that tune, I just switched off. So that's really, I think maybe a few weeks ago we reviewed one of their songs, and I think I definitely gave it a higher score than that. But
yeah, I think they've had one for the last. This is the 3rd week in a row they've had one out, I think.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So, okay, next one is Katy Perry, and the track is called "What Makes a Woman." Not as good as "Smile." Not as good as the last single. It didn't do anything for me, this one, unfortunately. But "Smile," I really like "Smile." I think I even gave it a 5, I think. But this one just didn't do anything for me. It was just a 2.5.
Yeah. I was exactly the same, really. I love Katy Perry. I think her new stuff that she's bringing out is really good. But this one, yeah, didn't really. I didn't really kind of gravitate towards it. It was kind of it's a little country vibe sort of thing I got on there. The lyrics are okay. Sometimes the lyrics can be really cool, but this one just didn't really didn't do much, and I actually it's a bit boring, really.
Mm.
So yeah, just straight down the middle, take it or leave it.
Okay. Next one is Groove Armada featuring Todd Edwards, and the track is called Lover for Now. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a cool tune, really good, funky 80s sounds,
Mm.
cool song, cool vocals. I gave it a 3.
Yeah, my writer's more or less the same as yours, 80s vibe, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So yeah, 2.5 for me.
Mm.
Next one, Taylor Swift. This is a bonus track from Folklore Deluxe version album, and the track is called The Lakes. It's a nice track. I am liking Taylor Swift stuff, but this one is just down the middle of the road for me, 2.5.
Yeah, I only gave it a 2. I didn't think much of it, really, but then again, Taylor Swift stuff doesn't ring a bell with me. Like I've never really been a fan of hers. I don't know, maybe it's the style or the way she sings, or I don't know. Yeah, so I just thought a bit slow, a bit boring, kind of acoustic ballad type thing. So yeah, I just gave it a 2.
Okay. Next one is Erasure, and the track is called Careful What I Try to Do. What do you think of this one?
Yeah, again, it's not really my thing. You know, I think maybe there's a slight age thing. I think I'm just a tad too young to be really into this sort of thing. So yeah, I just gave it a 2, really.
Okay. I think it's the best one they've done brought out so far.
Yeah.
As in, out of the 3 they've brought out, I thought this was my favorite of the 3. Still not good.
Yeah.
Still nowhere near as good as the other as the early stuff. But I thought it was a good effort, but it was just a 2.5 for me.
Yeah.
Right, Mr. Gregory Porter, Concord. The track is. Come on then, Rich. What do you think?
Oh no, we've missed some.
Have we?
Yeah.
I missed one again. Oh yeah, I have, haven't I?
You've missed a lot. You've missed 1, 2. You've missed 3 songs this time. I think that's definitely a record, isn't it? It's normally just 1 song, but past 3. How do you do that?
Yeah, that's horrendous. Well, yeah. Well, I said Lucas Graham, and you must have misheard me.
Ah, yes. Yeah.
I said the track was called "Share the Love." What did you think of this one?
Yeah, I like Lucas Graham. I like their style. I like their first single. What was it? 7 years or something like that, I think it was called. Really, really good. Love their songwriting. Love his vocals. His vocals are amazing. But yeah, I love this tune. Groovy, catchy. I gave it a 3.5.
Yeah, just a pass me by track for me. Didn't really do anything for me, so I just gave it a 2. Right, Mariah Carey featuring Miss Lauryn Hill, "Save the Day" 2020 version. Nice little mix. I quite enjoyed this. When I started listening to it, I could hear that. I thought, hey, she's got a sample of na 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 na.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and I thought, hey, and I thought, do I like it? Do I not? I'm not so sure. So yeah, it's definitely an interesting track. And I did enjoy it, so I gave it a 3.5.
Yeah. I liked it. I liked the beat. It was soulful R&B type groove thing going on. And I gave it a 2.5. But Mariah Carey, man, her voice has changed so much. And I don't know what's happened over the years. I mean, it's definitely a lot rusty and gravelly, isn't it? Her voice. I mean, if that's what she sounds like when she's recording, I mean, God knows what it sounds like when she's live. But I kind of liked it. You know, it kind of, there was maturity in her voice and things like that. But I always think, that it's a little bit of a shame because she had such a powerful voice at one point, and I think she's just wrecked it. I don't know how, and I don't know if it's from some of the tours that she's done it, or just, which is probably is what it is. It's just touring and singing, and but yeah, her voice has changed so much.
Well, she usually could get those massive high notes, couldn't she?
Oh, she had an amazing voice. I think she's still got a great voice. It's just definitely you can hear the kind of rustic kind of graveliness that she has in her voice now. And but as for the song, obviously it had the Fuji sample in it and stuff, and 2.5.
Okay, next track is Snow Patrol featuring the Saturday Songwriters, and the track is called On the Edge of All This. What did you think?
I'm a Snow Patrol is a band that I've never really got into. They're very kind of they're to me, all their songs have been really slow. They're kind of, that's what they do in it, really slow, kind of big build ups to stuff, very kind of I don't know, just a bit dramatic and things like this. So I've never really I've never gravitated towards them. But this track I thought was really cool. I really liked it. It was more acoustic than electric. You know, they kind of have they've been electric over the years, from what I know anyway. But I really, really liked it. So I gave it a 3.5.
I wasn't a really fan of it. I've only liked one ever Snow Patrol track. I can't remember what it is at the top of my head, but apart from that, I've not liked any of their stuff, unfortunately. So this was just a straight 2. Right, so finally we're on to Gregory Porter, and the track is called Concord. Yeah. So we'll start again with you then, Rich, because you like Gregory. So what did you think?
Yeah, big fan of Gregory Porter. I saw him live. Must have been 2016, 2017, maybe earlier. I don't know. Maybe 2015. Who knows? Big fan. Really like this. Great vocals. Great instrumentation, and I love this song. And I gave it a 4.
4. Okay. Not a fan, I'm afraid, Rich.
Hi.
Not a fan. I mean, I'm just not a fan of Gregory Porter's, full stop, unfortunately. So he doesn't. I don't know. Anything he's brought out doesn't really rock my boat. But
yeah.
So I just give it a.
You either like that stuff or you don't.
I mean, I do like that kind of stuff. I mean, as I said, I don't know if he's in this sort of same genre, as Jamie Cullum is it because he does jazz same as Gregory does. So I guess it's what each artist does, doesn't it? What you like.
Yeah, I think with music like that, I mean, you either connect with it and really like it and really like the harmony and the vocals and stuff like that, or you think, oh, that's just lounge music. I could hear that in a lift, and I think once you kind of think that, then everything that he put out, you always think, oh, that's a bit boring and lounge music, really. But,
Okie dokie. Right, next one is Miley Cyrus, and the track is called Midnight Sky. I actually love this track. I'm not a Miley fan at all, but I actually really like this track. So it's got 80s vibe in it. I like everything about the track. Really enjoyed it, so I gave it a 4.
I was exactly the same. Gave it a 4. I thought it's funky, catchy. Production, lyrics were great. Yeah, really quite surprised. I'm not a massive fan of Miley Cyrus. I do like some of her stuff. Comes out.
She a country singer before? Like
Miley
Taylor?
Cyrus? No, she was a
Or was that a dad?
You don't know the history of Miley Cyrus. So Miley Cyrus, it was Hannah Montana.
That's right. I didn't know she did country as well.
She probably has done a country album. I wouldn't put it past her when she was a kid and that. But so yeah, Hannah Montana by the sound.
Huge.
Was massive. So but yeah, I was quite surprised actually. I really liked it.
Okay, next one is Pretenders. Maybe Love is in New York City. What do you think?
Yeah, not really my thing really. Gave it a 2. Not much to say.
No, I was exactly the same. Didn't like it at all, really. Didn't do anything for me, so I gave it a straight 2. Okay, last one is Roachford. Gonna be this one. If you don't know this, Roachford is now the lead singer for Mike and the Mechanics now, and Mike and the Mechanics is Mike Rutherford from Genesis. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that. No.
There you go. Bit of information for you. Take it or leave it. Going to be the one. It's definitely not going to be the one for me. I didn't like it at all.
Okay, yeah.
So I give it a 2. What did you think?
I loved it, man. I thought it was a great track. Yeah, really great. I loved his vocals. I think he's a great singer. Soulful, bit bluesy, like the instrumentation. And actually, I need to check out his back catalogue because I think what is his famous tune? Is it Cuddly Toy?
Toy, yeah. He brought out 2. Yeah, one's Cuddly Toy. I can't remember the other one, but there's only 2 big hits. Yeah.
Yeah. So I kind of went over that again and thought, hang on a minute, I need to check this guy out a bit more. So yeah, that was really cool. So I gave it a 4.
I've actually got that album on vinyl. Cuddly Toy one.
Have you? Oh,
yeah,
cool.
My brother bought it for me for a present when it came out. And I obviously can't listen to it at the moment because I haven't got a vinyl player. So, but yeah, it's somewhere in the house here. So anyway, that brings us to the end of this week's MWP Music Review. As ever, we can't play the tracks on the podcast due to copyrights, but if you pop over to Spotify and search for MWP playlist, it'll be on there, and all the tracks we've talked about will be on there, plus from previous podcasts also. Right, now it's time to move on to the World Music Review, and this week we come from Germany. Right, now we move on to the World Music Review. This week we're coming from Germany. The pronunciations this week, I can't else chance.
Just say track 1, track 2, track 3.
Yeah. So we'll start with this one. So it's Kitschkrieg featuring Jamul, and the track is called Unterwegs. Probably not a bad effort. Didn't like it. 1.5. Didn't like it.
I thought it was all right. I like the beat. I like the horn section break in it. Yeah, I gave it a 2.5.
Next one is UFO 361 featuring Sonius 030, and the track is called Playlist. This is just a straight 1.5. Didn't like it at all.
Yeah. I didn't give it much more. I like the bass in it. The vocals, the vocal effects I didn't particularly like. So I just gave it a 2.
Okay. Next one is Apache 207, and the track is called Blaulicht, I think. Again, didn't do anything for me at all. 1.5.
Yeah, I was pretty much the same, really. I wasn't a fan of the beat, really. The groove. It's quite a dark track, I thought. And yeah, I just gave it a 1.
Okay. Next one is Capital Bra featuring Cluzo, not Inspector, and featuring Casey Rebel, and the song is called Andrea Welt. That just didn't do anything for me again. Again, another 1.5. I just didn't like. I've not liked it. No, not liked any of them.
I like this one. I liked it. I like the guitar in it. I like the groove. I like the chord progression. Yeah, I digged it. I gave it a 3.
Okay. And the last one is Bones MC, and the track is called Tilden Weg. I'm going across the full board here for 1.5s. I just didn't like any of the music from Germany, unfortunately.
I like this one even more than the other one. Yeah, I like the
right.
intro. I like the beat. I like the rhythm of the melody and the lyrics. Yeah, liked it. I gave it 3.5.
Yeah, I'm unfortunately not a big fan of those, unfortunately. But, you know, can't get it right all the time. So that brings us to the end of this week's World Music Review. And these tracks will also be put on the MWP Spotify playlist also. So now we move on to the gossip, music gossip, where I go through some stories and then see what Rich has to think about it. So, first one, about the coronavirus, Germany puts on crowded concerts to study risks. So, scientists in Germany have held 3 pop concerts in a single day to investigate the risks posed by mass indoor events during the pandemic. About 1,500 healthy volunteers aged between 18 and 50, and only a third of the expected number took part. But ahead of the study, which was carried out in Leipzig by Halle University, said he was very satisfied with how the event unfolded. So they obviously tried it all out. They tried it out in different stages. So the first one was so many, then the third one was more, and then the third one was full, apparently. And everything's been fine. Yeah. There's been no recorded of any virus.
All right. You know? Okay.
So
that's all right.
Yeah, I know. So at least Germany's. I'm gonna go and trying it out.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. They're you know, I don't know if I'd want to be one of the people to go to these trial concerts. You know,
I don't know if it says they all wear masks or not. I think they probably did.
I'm guessing there was some sort of social distancing.
I would have,
or maybe not. I don't know.
No, I think the third one wasn't. There was none. But I think they all, from the pictures I remember seeing, they were all wearing masks.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see. Right, next one is the NME. Do you know NME, Rich? The magazine?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
British music brand launches in Asia. So iconic UK music brand NME is launched in Asia, even as the entertainment industry is hit by the coronavirus. So NME says its new Singapore-based website will deliver a fresh approach to the Southeast music scene. Well, to be honest, I'm not surprised because the music in Asia now is just going bananas, a bit like, you know, BTS, and it's a big thing over there now, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm surprised they've not done it sooner, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, I thought their magazine would have been out there, but obviously it's there's a certain genre with that magazine, isn't there? It's very kind of rock, indie, that kind of side of things.
I've never read it.
To be honest, I've probably read one in my entire life, but yeah, it's not a magazine that I was drawn to, but yeah, it definitely has a style and it has a place, and it's great. You know, do you still get magazines?
No, I read everything on the internet now. So I was just going to ask you, actually, is there a particular music magazine that you ever did get?
I used to. So when I was like DJing, when I was like 12, 13 years old, I used to get Mix Mag. Do you remember that?
No, I don't know Mix Mag. No.
There's Mix Mag. Then being a guitar player, I used to get Guitar Techniques, was a great magazine, and things like that. And then nowadays, I still get magazines. I still get photography magazines that I'm into, and there's a magazine called Guitarist, which is really cool. That obviously is more based around kind of gear and things like that, and reviews, and yeah, I still I like getting magazines. I like sitting down and reading a magazine. I always have, really. I kind of I'm guessing some people just have never thought of the idea of getting a magazine.
No, the only magazine I used to buy regularly was Autosport, which is obviously all about motor racing.
Yeah.
But then obviously,
I mean, it's funny what you can get magazine-wise. I mean, you go into Asda or Tesco's, you go to the magazine rack. There's magazines on fishing, and all sorts. I think at one point when I was a kid, I used to do a little bit of airsoft. Do you know what airsoft is?
No,
It's like paintball, but a bit more
all right.
Military style type of, and you use air guns like BBs. You used to get magazines, air gun magazine, and things like that.
Well, the only magazine I do get every month is Thomas and his Friends.
What, Thomas the Tank Engine?
Yeah, for my little man. That's the only one I get.
Yeah.
Every time you see it, I want to buy that one.
Yeah. So it's great to see a magazine. I'm guessing they're branching out onto the website, are they?
Yeah, I mean, my motor racing stuff that I follow, so everything is now, they put it all on Twitter. So that's why I subscribe to Twitter, because it's good for stories. So they always put the links on, and then you go to their web page and you can read it. As then, so I thought, well, what's the point me spending it when I can see it all?
Yeah.
Like Sky Sports F1, they have a Twitter page and all the latest information, whatever it is on. So I thought there was no point me buying it anymore. So anyway, next one is all about Queen, the band. So it's the uphill battle to stop Trump using their songs on social media. So British rock band Queen is trying and failing to get US President Donald Trump to stop using their songs and his online campaign videos. Yeah. So the band's management says it's an uphill battle and has repeatedly taken issue with the Trump campaign, basically trying for him to stop using their music. There's a few artists now who've complained about this, haven't they? They don't want to be associated with him.
Yeah, I think every artist that he's tried to play, they kind of disagreed with it and stuff. I don't know what. Yeah, I'm guessing. I don't know. I really don't know what if they've licensed the music to be on some sort of video on the website on the internet, and it's all gone through record companies and licensing and publishing and all this kind of stuff. Then I don't know how much say they actually have
to stop him from using it.
Some sort of music, because I don't think they're a band that own their masters, or maybe they do actually. I think they own their masters on some stuff, but some of their stuff they don't. I could be completely wrong. I'm actually going off the film I saw last year, which I know, speaking to some hardcore. Oh yes, it's really good. For like just a generic kind of, I like their music and stuff like that. But if you talk to like hardcore Queen fans, they weren't that impressed. I think because of the way the order the story was told in wasn't correct.
On the movie, okay.
Yeah, and stuff like that. But yeah, it'd be interesting to find out why they're having a lot of trouble. And the only reason I can come up to is that they don't have the full rights to the music or to the song.
Yeah.
So they can't 100% say no, you can't use it, because there's other people and other companies and contracts that are involved that are obviously saying yes.
Yeah, trying to see if I can see more information about it, but I can't now. So yeah, there's a few of them. Anyway, so back to BTS and their single Dynamite. So Dynamite's latest single by Korean boy band BTS has smashed the YouTube records and looks set to be the UK's #1 single this coming Friday. So the dance-heavy video was watched by, get this, 101.1 million times in 24 hours. 101 million times it was watched in 24 hours. That's absolutely mind-boggling.
Wow,
that surpasses the previous record set by another K-pop band. I'll have to look into this because I've never heard of this K-pop band called Blackpink, whose song How You Like That racked up 86.3 million views in 24 hours. It also
Blackpink.
says,
I've heard of Blackpink. Yeah.
Have you? It also says the single Dynamite is also the first video to achieve 100 million views in one day. I mean, that's just you just think you wouldn't know what to do. Thinking that is just mind blowing. 101 million times it was watched in 24 hours. I mean, how many is it up to now? That came out Friday.
Yeah. I think I'm completely missing this because I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it on Facebook. I'm not seeing it. I'm not hearing it on the radio. And this weekend I've been in the car quite a bit. I'm not seeing it on TV. I'm not seeing it on Facebook. So I'm in a completely different world to what's going on with this band. Yeah, I'm definitely. I'm clearly not the advertising target for what they're going for.
I think they obviously the advertising the target they're going to, aren't they, is for kids age probably from about 13 upwards to maybe mid 25, 26.
Right. Okay.
Maybe I'm just guessing. Yeah. And then obviously, if because BTS is huge in America, and obviously they're getting big here, and so the fans, don't they? I guess if you follow them on Twitter or Instagram, then you get the vibe, don't you? That they're bringing a song out and it just goes viral, and obviously it just shows how big BTS are. They're just absolutely humongous. I mean, the way they're going to carry on at this rate, I mean, they're going to break every single record in the music industry, aren't they? I mean,
yeah.
If they carry. I mean, if they've been like this all over the world, then the song is going to be number one or just about everywhere. Everywhere.
Yeah.
Because YouTube views get counted now, don't they? For singles.
Do they?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's bound to be number one everywhere, I would have thought. So yeah, big band. So and I said I really like the track. So, but Blackpink, the other one, I've never heard of them. So I'm gonna. Is it a girl band or boy band? Do you know?
I'm not too sure. I have a feeling we've heard one of their songs.
Have we?
I remember seeing the name or something. Yeah. I don't know. I could be. Yeah. I have no idea. Is there a girl group or boy group?
I'll have a look after, actually. So I'll have a look at the BTS video after and check it out for myself. Have a quick look. So that brings us to the end of this week's news. Not a lot of news actually this week. There was some news, but it was all about the coronavirus. I thought, we don't need all that. It just keeps going on, otherwise, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So we've got enough doom and gloom. So we don't want to keep sharing doom and gloom with you. So now we'll move on to track of the week. Which is it, Rich?
What's yours first?
Mine is Clean Bandit TikTok.
Okay, yeah, cool. It's a bit of a tricky one, really. I'm actually gonna go with Miley Cyrus.
Oh, well done.
I gave her a 4. I gave a couple of 4s and stuff like that. But yeah, I think that was quite a surprise. So yeah, we'll go with that one.
Oh, well done. Socials, we're on all of them, as I say, every week. We're also obviously on YouTube, so you can catch the show on there as well. We also have our Patreon page, so if you have a look at the link on YouTube on the video, you'll be able to see if you're interested in joining on our Patreon page. And Rich, do you want to quickly go over the email address?
Yes. So yeah, if you want to, you can email us at Marc and Richard podcast at gmail.com. Gmail.co.uk. And yeah, it'd be great to hear from people. tell us where you're listening from. It'd be great to hear what other people think about these tunes, because I'm sure you've got different opinions. We'll give you a little shout out, and it'd be nice to hear some people.
Gossip news for me, myself, and Rich. So I have a new track coming out this Friday called Headlights, which is obviously on all the Apple and Diesel and Spotify and everything else. And the video is also on YouTube as well. So that's out this Friday. And Rich, if you want to give a quick shout out about your guitar lessons.
Yes, so if you're an inspiring guitarist and would like some guitar lessons, or beginner, intermediate, advanced player, get in contact. You can check my website out. You can check out. You can check my website out at.
Is that a rap? You can check out.
Yeah. Richard the Guitar Teacher .co.uk, and also that name is on. You can check me out on Instagram for that, Richard the Guitar Teacher, on YouTube, or just my normal Instagram and YouTube, which is RJ Randall.
Wonderful. At the weekend, me and Rich performed for the second weekend in a row, which is absolutely great. We had some cracking reviews. Some people said they got amazing, absolutely brilliant, amazing, brilliant. These are brilliant, bloody brilliant. How come I missed this? Oh, the reviews were fantastic. So we're absolutely over the moon. Apart from Rich. Now, Rich, what happened the last 10 minutes before we finished?
Oh, yeah. Well, luckily it started raining basically, and which was all right because we were pretty much covered. We had a big tent thing over us, didn't we? And the crowd had their own little tent as well. But what the problem was is the tent, the top of the tent kept filling up with water, and then flowing over all onto the stage, onto the right stage where I was. So the last two tunes, I had to make a call the minute my power supply was in a puddle, to start to move everything. I did try and make an effort to move out of the way, but
I noticed you were getting very close to me.
Streams of puddles were just kind of attacking me, so I had to kind of quickly get out of the way. But yeah, it's all part of it. That's the only thing we're playing outside really is the weather. I mean, we've been lucky. We were lucky last weekend; it was fine, and the first set was fine. It was just the last little bit, wasn't it, that that caught us? Which yeah, luckily, an odd wire getting wet or lead and stuff like that is you can kind of get away with it. But yeah, it was quite interesting. Really. Everyone seemed to love the crowd. Seemed to love the rain. I remember seeing some people just standing there going, "Ah, this is amazing."
It's been so bloody hot.
Yeah.
So that was highly entertaining. So, but then now we haven't. It's just gone. It's gone dead again. So it's just going to be one of those times, isn't it? You just got to take each thing that comes in.
It's not going to be
a bonus.
Not going to be frequent stuff at the moment, is it? So, but we, 2 gigs over the last couple of weekends has been, really good considering, a lot of people still are unsure and are not working, and and it was two different scenes really, wasn't it? One hotel gig, very civilized, and then this one was a bit nightclubby. But it was all good. So.
Oh, good. Right, so that brings us to the end of this week's MWP Music Review. Hope you've enjoyed the show and listening to us. And as ever, please, if you've enjoyed it, please share and subscribe the show. So we'll be back next week with more latest music and obviously the latest gossip. So it's goodbye from me.
That's goodbye from me.